Fresh off the success of his Justice League recut for HBO Max, Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead hits Netflix on 21st of May. The movie promises high-octane action and horror as a group of mercenaries carry out a daring heist in a zombie-infested Las Vegas. Anticipation is high, but what do we know of the film, and what plans does Netflix have to turn this movie into a franchise? Zack Snyder is a somewhat controversial name. With Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, his take on the DC universe has its fans and its critics. For everyone who loves his slow-motion, bone-crunching heavy metal style, there's someone who finds his films bloated, over-stylised and lacking substance. But his fanbase scored a major win this year, with Snyder delivering his director's cut of Justice League to critical praise. Now he's returned to resurrect the project he first laid to rest a decade ago. Army of the Dead was first announced in 2007, but the project languished in development hell at Warner Bros. And Universal. The story treatment, written by Snyder and English screenwriter Joby was eventually passed on and remained unmade. In January 2019, Netflix bought distribution rights from Warner Bros. And the project was greenlit with John Wick 3 writer Shay Hatten brought on for writing duties. This would be Snyder's first return to the zombie genre since helming his 2004 remake of Dawn of the Dead. The movie synopsis reads that following a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas, a group of mercenaries take the ultimate gamble, venturing into the quarantine zone to pull off the greatest heist ever attempted. Leaks of an earlier story treatment developed this idea further. The heist was a cover story for the main character who was heading into Las Vegas to save his daughter, who was missing in the city. It featured a dark storyline where male zombies were assaulting women, birthing a race of hybrid zombies. It is unclear if the new movie retains this storyline, however it's safe to assume money isn't the main motivation for the lead character. The film was shot during 2019 with a large cast of mercenaries led by Drax the Destroyer himself, Dave Bautista. Other cast members include Purnell, Ana de la Guerra, Sons of Anarchy's Theo Rossi and TV Terminator Garret Dillahunt. Looking at the cast list, Dave Bautista and Purnell share the same surname, Ward, suggesting that the dad rescuing his daughter angle of the earlier treatment still exists. Despite being set in Vegas, filming took place 2,500 miles away in the Atlantic Club Casino Hotel in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Closed in 2014, the casino and 800-room hotel was a perfect setting for a post-apocalyptic shoot-'em-up. Production photos have revealed little of the plot and set pieces. We've seen a remote desert gas station, glimpses of a gunfight among the slot machines, and Dave Bautista standing among 100 decomposed bodies. Every shot has Snyder's style and it promises to be big, brash action, no doubt with a solid smattering of the director's trademark slow motion. Snyder has worked on post-production while simultaneously completing his Justice League director's cut. This was not without its problems, however, with cast member Chris D'Elia replaced after allegations of sexual misconduct. He was replaced by Notaro, who filmed her scenes separate from the main cast and has been spliced into the existing footage. With a budget of $90 million, Army of the Dead looks to be a handsome production with a solid cast. So what don't we know? There's been rumours Army of the Dead is a sequel to Snyder's Dawn of the Dead remake. However, looking at the cast members that have been announced, there's no suggestion this could be a stealth sequel. Looking at the cast, we see character names like Shambler zombies, an array of alpha zombies, which could be assumed to be stronger, more aggressive and dangerous zombies. There's also a bachelorette party zombies, and what would a Vegas zombie film be without an Elvis zombie? But as we eagerly await Army of the Dead's arrival, Netflix are already aware of the movie's franchise potential, with an anime series in the works and a prequel movie already filmed. The anime series, titled Army of the Dead Lost Vegas, will centre around some of the characters from Army of the Dead during the early phases of the zombie outbreak. The prequel, unimaginatively titled Army of the Dead The Prequel, will focus on one of the movie's team, Matthias Schweighöfer, in events prior to the movie. Co-starring Game of Thrones' Nathalie Emmanuel, the prequel completed filming in December 2020. At this time, there's no release date for this or the anime series. It's interesting that Netflix have seen franchise potential in the project. It suggests this movie isn't just a straightforward zombie actioner, but one where there's been attention to world building, creating a rich tapestry against which more stories can be told. It's unclear if there are more projects planned beyond the anime and prequel spin-offs. That will likely be determined with how successful Army of the Dead is, and after the recent success of his Justice League director's cut, Snyder is riding high. It's safe to assume Army will get the viewers, but whether it becomes a fully fledged franchise, time will tell. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment, punch the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your support and see you next time.